So we'll do what would be considered low speed, I guess. Okay, so that worked. Alright guys, I got another one for you. It's called the Bond. It's made for ceiling fans and some fireplaces, air conditioners that have remotes. Mainly RF remotes or infrared remotes. This thing's supposed to be able to handle up to 6 remotes, and supposedly you can keep it right in the middle of your 2,500 square foot house or less, and you'll be able to program all the remotes on this, and then this will control those via their app, either that IFT, if you're familiar with IFT, or Alexa and Google. So it'll have voice control as well. So we're going to give it a shot. I saw this a while ago. It came out a long time ago, but I just finally got a new fan in the family room, and I also have a remote fan in the bedroom. So we're going to test complete opposite ends of the house with this. So let me take it, let me see how this thing comes apart here. So this is what it looks like. So it's literally just a little puck. And from what I've read, this is the power. Mainly all you have to do is plug this thing in to an outlet. So let's get this going. Let's plug this thing in, and we'll see. It says just plug it in and boot it up, and while it's blinking you're supposed to open the app. It says just plug it in and download the app. It should start blinking green. Let's see if we can find the app. It's called the Bond Bridge app. So we're going to install that. And then we just have to set up an account. So create account. And just punch in a password. And then just do create account. And you hit add new one, allow. And it should pick up this Bond device, which is right here. Connect that. It's going to update. This will take a few minutes. And then once it's updated, all you have to do is reconnect to your Wi-Fi, which you have to keep in mind this only uses 2.4 gigahertz, not 5 gigahertz, so make sure you use your 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. And then once it's connected to the Wi-Fi, we should be good to go. So put the password, and then it goes blue as it connects. So now we're connected. Now what you can do now is let me grab the remote. So this is the remote for my new fan here in the family room. So what they say is click add device, ceiling fan. So what you want to choose is one of the buttons that you want to use to program your remote. It doesn't matter which one, you just want to choose one that your remote has, and then you can use that one. So let me try power, and I'll try using the power button on here. And then it'll try to find your remote in the database. Okay, so it picked up one. So then what we'll do is, what they want you to do is test it out over here. What we'll do is try out these buttons and see if they all work on this fan. So here's my fan here. So we'll do what would be considered low speed, I guess. Okay, so that worked. Let's go to the next speed up. And this fan is a DC fan, so it takes a little time to speed up. Then I'll put pushing the power button should turn it off, which it seems like it did. Now, I don't have a light or a dimmer on mine. I chose not to use a light. I didn't want a light on the fan. Alright, so the buttons seem to be working. So let's just say yes. And then it saved it. Now you can go in and edit. You can take buttons out if there's ones you don't use. Or you can change the name of the device. You can put it as family room fan. So that's kind of a nice feature. So pretty much that's the same. You just do that for every fan. Just point the remote. It's supposed to be within 2 feet of that. I'm going to load the upstairs one and then I will connect them to Alexa. Alright guys, so it took me till the next day and I'll explain the problem I had, okay? So this is the app and you can see there's 2 fans on there. So the master bedroom one I had no problem with. That was a simple fan. It connected right up by just pointing the remote at the system. The family room one, being a DC fan, has a bunch of different speeds and everything. As you can see from the remote here, it has all these different buttons on it. And there's no actual on button, it's just turning up the speed. So what happened is, and it was a great experience, I had to email the company, the bond company, and I actually first chatted with someone online. And they told me to, oh yeah, they've seen this before, just send me a picture of the remote and of you just have to program one button on the remote to the bond and then they can get that from me through the account. So what happened is I was able to go on there. I sent them all the info. That was Friday. On Monday they got back to me and they sent me what this one is here, the family room fan. And if you could see it, if it'll zoom on it, it's actually all the buttons that are on the remote. So a guy in engineering programmed my remote into the system and just sent it right to my app. And from what I gathered, everything works perfectly. You see, I'll turn on the low speed here, or speed 1, and the fan will come on. And then you can go up. So he did 6 speeds. So all the way up to 6. This will be number 6. I'll just turn it all the way up. And then he also did the reverse button. He did the lights, even though I'm not using the lights. And this is a power off button, because this is actually the power off button right here in the middle of the arrows. So it looks like everything worked perfectly, and they were nice enough to just program it and send it right out to me. And I think that's awesome customer service. I have to applaud them for that. And everything seems to be working perfectly. So I think if you have like a normal fan, I think you won't have a problem at all with just programming the remote. You'll have all your 3 speeds or 6 speeds, your reverse, your lights, all that, because all the lights and dimmer and everything works on the fan upstairs. So it's actually, I have to say, it was a very nice experience. I haven't had too many great customer service experiences like this. So as you can see, I turned it back down to 2, so it was all the way on high. So it seems to be working perfectly, and I don't need the 31 speeds, so as long as they program me in 6 different speeds, I think that's great. I think that'll work perfectly. Overall, for $85 to $100, I would say that this is a nice little tool, as long as you have Wi-Fi, and as long as you have, I would say, maybe 2 to 3 remote fans in your house or fireplaces, then it would make sense, because then you'd have control over all 2 or 3 of those, either from your phone, so if you lose the remote or you can't find it, because you know, I mean, this thing's pretty small. It's very easy to misplace that. So I think that, and then with the Amazon Alexa, I think it's great that you have that too. And with that, I noticed that all you have to do is just tell it what percentage you want, and it'll pick the speed closest to that percentage. It'll figure out, and it'll just turn the fan on, and then you could turn it off, obviously. You just have to name it, whatever you name it in your app, you have to name it, you know, Alexa will pick that up. So it works great, I have to say. If you like these home automation things, let me know. I am gonna get back to doing some projects in the basement and doing a cabinet build and everything for you. And I got more home automation stuff coming in. I actually just got my Amazon Echo Auto that I finally got access to, that they sent me. I was on a list for an invitation, so they sent me that, and that's the one that actually goes in your car and connects to your Bluetooth. So we'll do a review on that, see how that works out, because I'm curious on how that's going to work in a vehicle. Supposedly with the Echo Auto, you can control stuff from home while you're in your car. So if I want to turn the lights on or anything, I could turn the thermostat down. Supposedly I can do it by voice command in the car. So we're going to try that out, see how it works. and I'll give you guys an honest review on it. But until next time, if you haven't checked out the website, I'm trying to get it updated. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I usually post pics on there before I get the videos out, so if you want to stay up to date. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, okay?